Hey guys, what's up? My name is Zoe and welcome to my channel. Let's get started. You should know about living in the dorm because dorms suck. Excited for today's video. It's another college series video. It's on advice and specifically living in the dorm, because living in the dorm for me was the scariest part about college. It wasn't the classes, it wasn't the making the friends, it was living in the dorm. So that was the most scariest part for me, so I thought I would do that first. And I narrowed it down to 5 basic things that I think you should know when you are moving into a dorm, because as basic as these things may be, some of them get overlooked, and I think it's very important for people to realize them before going into living alone and living with a roommate, etc. So I lived in the dorm for 2 years of my college life, and I moved out to on-campus apartments. I wouldn't change living in the dorm at all. Like, I think everybody kind of needs that experience, but it's a pain in the buttocks, if you know what I mean. So the first thing you should know about living in a dorm is that the number one thing I tell everybody is to not live with your best friend. 1 out of 10 times it works. Majority of the time it does not work, and I've experienced this as a third party. I've heard many stories of it failing between friendships. I know it sounds like the coolest idea at the time, and you're like, hey, we're living together, we're friends, we're best friends, it's gonna be like a sleepover every night, it's gonna be so cool, let's do it. And you're thinking it's gonna be the best idea ever. You get to it and you realize you haven't ever lived together, and I'm not counting sleepovers because sleepovers don't count as living together. But you've never experienced long periods of time as living together, and it gets frustrating and things build up, and you don't necessarily have that same attitude as like, oh, if something's wrong you should tell your best friend, because you don't want to hurt their feelings. So to me, it's always best to go with a stranger, to go with a random roommate, and if that doesn't work out, then you can talk to someone, and more than likely they will allow you to switch or move in with someone else if they have the space and if they have the room. So yes, that's my number one thing. Do not live with your best friend. Sometimes it does work. I have heard rare few occasions where it does, but most of my stories are from friendships failing because they live together. So number 2, dorms are crowded, they're loud, and it's annoying. You have to share bathrooms with people. It's just gross, and and you're always living together with someone. Even if you don't have a roommate, you're still living in a building with like 500 other people or 40 other people, depending on how small your building is. You're living with people. Be respectful, be kind, be nice. No quiet hours. Know that people are studying. Know that people are sleeping. Just don't be that douche that is up at 3 a.m. in the morning moving furniture right above your bed. Just, no. Or don't be that person having sex in the middle of the night and being loud as can be. It's no, don't. Be considerate and respectful of people around you. Number 3 is pack lightly. I tell myself this every year, and I say pack lightly, and it never works out. I think pack lightly as the years progress. When I was living in the apartments, however, I ended up packing a little bit more because I had more space, I had a kitchen, I needed a lot more stuff than what I was living in the dorm. But when you live in the dorm, space is so limited. It is so incredibly limited. And you don't need 500 pairs of shoes, and you have nowhere to put 500 pairs of shoes. It's just ridiculous, and you don't need your entire wardrobe with you. Most likely you'll be back and forth going home between the dorm and your home life, depending on how far and other situations involved. But leave some clothes behind. You don't have to pack everything when you do that. When you go home, it's just a lot more. It's just a lot more convenient that way. So I would highly recommend packing lightly as you can. I know it's easier said than done for some people, but you'll thank me in the long run. And I guarantee you, like, half of the stuff that I brought with me to college, I didn't use. I maybe used once, that. But a lot of the stuff that I brought, I really didn't use. So, and along with packing and moving into college, be organized. Very important for your grades. I know for me, when I'm organized, it helps a lot with focusing. Again, it's different for everybody. You may have a roommate who is incredibly messy and you have a messy personality as well, so that's fine. Just work it out between you and your roommate. But when you're organized in a dorm and you have such limited space with so much stuff that you need to find a way to find things, and you need to find a way to put things away. Everything needs space, because the messier the dorm is, the smaller it seems, and it's already small enough to deal with that you don't want a huge mess. Number 5 is make friends. One thing I wish I did when I was living in the dorm is make friends with my floor mates. I didn't really make a whole lot of friends with my floor mates. I was kind of in my room. I didn't really, like, talk to a lot of people. That was in my dorm. Like, I had friends elsewhere, but, like, in my dorm specifically, I didn't really talk to a lot of people. There are a few, and I did make a couple of really good friends that I still talk to this day, that were my neighbors, and my CA and stuff like that. But that wasn't until, like, sophomore year of college. So when you make friends with the people in your dorm in freshman year, you're all in the same situation. You're all living alone, and some people came into college without any friends. You'll have situations where you have meetings with your floor mates, and you have get to know each other's type of activities. Take advantage of that. Say hi, make friends. There are friendly people who will have their door open, and that's generally a sign of welcome. So just, like, stop by and say hello. And I know there's people that even just knock on your door, like the first day of campus, and be like, "Yo, my name is blah blah blah. What y'all up to? We're having a bunch of people over at so and so's dorm. Come on down." Like, just take advantage of that, because in the end, it's a good way to make friends, and who knows, maybe they'll be lifelong friends. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will talk to you guys later with another video, maybe a makeup tutorial or a makeup related video. Kind of break the series up a little bit. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. That would be very much appreciated. And give me any suggestions for my next video. That would be awesome. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye! Bye.